Yeah, sorry about that. Had the outro screen going, but yeah, welcome nonetheless. Cheyenne, Wyoming. We're going to be taking the Airfoil Labs King Air 350 down to Eagle County, Colorado. It's all part of the Train It Up Tuesday on a VATSIM Tuesday night. Let's get started. I'm so happy to have everybody joining tonight, and it should be a fun flight. Like I say, part of the Train It Up Tuesday. First official stream. I've been in the King Air 350 a few times here, trying to shake the cobwebs off. It handles similarly to the 200 Super that I've become accustomed to in P3D, but it does have its differences. It's for a plane that came out after the 200. It's actually has a more dated cockpit and gauges, and that's by design, and that's actually one thing that I really like about this plane. So we're going to go ahead and see if I can make it through the startup checklist and see if I can get this thing in the air. All right, control locks are stowed, parking brake is set. Need to come down here, battery bus. We'll go ahead and reset that to normal. The beacon can come on. Folks know we're in here messing around. Vent blower needs to go to auto. We'll go ahead and just put the cabin temp on auto as well, as long as we're over here. All the other switches should be off. We'll just confirm that they are. And yes, indeed they are. Okay, power lever, prop, and fuel condition lever all need to be in the off position. They are. It's a little bit of a mouse glitch that I have to account for here, so forgive me. I actually have to pull my throttle quadrant, the physical throttle quadrant. I have to have it up just a little bit, and then I pull back with the mouse on those. Otherwise, it'll cut out when I move my throttle. So, and it's a little tricky to get it to stay down, darn it. Come on, boys. There we go. All right. Well, hopefully that'll stay put. Otherwise, it hot starts on me, and that's not a good thing. But I haven't found a fix for that. I haven't found a way around that just yet. All right. What else? What else? What else? Oxygen system can come on. That's these guys here. Oh boy. All right, so this guy's just gonna be cranky on me, isn't he? Come on. Yeah. Shoot. I might have to. Yep. Darn it. Yeah, it's the weirdest darn glitch. And again, my fix is not working right now. So, all right, let's just hopefully that'll stay down. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Where were we? Fuel condition. Okay, oxygen system is on. Pitch trim, rudder boost can come on. And battery. Time to turn the battery on. Oh, you know what else we need to do is this. We are actually going to be using a GPU to help us. Should have had that going earlier, but that's all right. We don't have anything that we needed lighting for or anything like that, so that's okay. Now we will go though to, let's see, do we do battery first and then exterior power? Here's where I do screw it up sometimes, and the circuits don't like it if you do this out of order. Yeah, so battery comes on first, then let all that stuff kind of initialize. You can hear it in the background. Things are spinning around. All right, then we can go to external power. Again, a few things come alive. Love the sound set in this. The sound pack is awesome. Slowly, slowly, slowly getting high quality aircraft added on to X-Plane, and this certainly is one that I think is going to rival any plane that I currently have. All right. What else do we have? What else do we need? I think we're in pretty good shape here. Fuel quantity, yep, not a lot of fuel. I have 3 hours of fuel on board today, just in case we want to go down and back. It's only about an hour flight, so we'll see kind of how things play out here, but enough to go down and back at least. And gen ties. Okay, I need to actually, let's come up here. Let's just check our voltometer. External power, we need to be, yep, above 23, and we are. And I'll actually go check the battery as well. Yep, and that's still looking good. Okay, so I do need the fasten seatbelt and no smoking signs on. That looks good there. Annunciator panel test. Yep, they're all lighting up, top and on bottom. Hopefully those will be all extinguished by the time we are done. Gens will come to, let's see, we need manual close. Flip that on and off. And we're ready to start. We would holler out there, you know, open the window. Very windy, by the way. Look at that flag. Clear prop. Weather's kind of sketch today. I'm not going to lie. It will be a challenge to get this plane into and out of Cheyenne, at least. I don't know what it's like down at Eagle. But Sky Vector shows that there's some things going on. So that'll add to the challenge of a first ever flight. First ever streamed flight, I should say. Okay, ignition switch coming on. We are watching for 13% or more. Spinning up. Really, really well done. Put this to low idle. And yeah, I like how they've done this. Sounds are great. The visuals look impressive. It's nicely done. We should be keeping our eyes on this, and everything looks like it started up just like it should. Very good, very good. So we can turn the ignition switch off. We need to disconnect the GPU. We need to do a gen reset. That gets everything going again. And let's check our voltometer for the left gen. Are we above 28? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Good deal. Okay. Let's do the same thing now on the right-hand side. Let this guy spin up. Might have been a little hasty starting the right, as this guy now on the left is just now starting to settle down. All right, there we go. Sounds like she's doing what she's supposed to. Awesome. Okay, keeping our eyes on everything here. That looks really good. We can turn the starter off. We will reset the right gen. We're going to come up here and check the volts. All right, that looks good. So we'll do the triple feed. You can extinguish those. What do we have here? All right, the AC bus. Okay, yeah, we haven't quite got to that yet. Have not quite got to that. All right. Engine start complete. That's a good thing for me, being as new as I am to this plane. It's not a given. So, environmental controls, again, I've got the cabin temperature set to auto. You know, we may need some window defog at some point here, but not too worried about that just yet. We'll put the bleed airs open, and all right. And the environmental bleed air needs to go to normal. We can come over here now and get the avionics going. Master power switch coming on. We do need to put the inverters. Whoops, hold on here. And I did that out of order. This may screw us up. Turn that off. Inverters on first, then master avionics. Then I come down here to the EFIS. I need to turn the EFIS power on. Let everything come to life. I'm going to turn the comm and navs as well as my transponder on. One thing I had trouble with last time is I had some trouble with my DME. And I hopefully won't have that same issue today, but this is what I had. I got power, but I never did get any information here as far as how far away I was. So if anybody joins that's familiar with this aircraft, that's a fairly important step here, especially when I'm flying slant alpha. I really need to know that information. That could be trouble, boys and girls. I'll go ahead and turn on nav 2. There's our ADF. But we'll wait here and get things rolling and see if that does in fact come alive. I don't really need the default FMC, so I'm not too worried. I think you just turn the brightness up on that, and then it kind of comes alive here in just a minute. It takes the longest for that guy to load up, but again, I don't really use him, so not super worried about that. All right, so I do need to put the comms on, and I don't know that I have. Is Denver up yet? Denver Center is up, and we are in Denver Center, obviously. So we could go over. I have filed flight plan, and we could go over there and check, make sure we have clearance. 3560. All right, let's flip that over. Ooh, I have Cheyenne Approach, actually. That's Cheyenne Approach Cheyenne Regional is one of the featured airports tonight in this event, which is kind of cool. It's nice for Wyoming to get a little bit of love in this, the capital of Wyoming, obviously, but home to an Air Force base in Wyoming. So we actually will, no ATIS. And speaking of ATIS, Active Sky. Anybody else's Active Sky been weird lately? I don't know what's going on, but let's check in with Cheyenne and let's see about our clearance here. And Cheyenne Approach, good evening. King Air 11816, IFR to Eagle County. Hey, Downwind Sim. How are you, man? 2455.
November 11816, Cheyenne Approach. You're cleared to the Eagle County Airport via radar vectors. Direct the Cheyenne BOR, then as filed. Maintain 10,000, expect flight level 180, 10 minutes after. Departure is with me, and your squawk is 5560.
All right, clear to Eagle County, radar vectors Cheyenne that is filed. We'll maintain 10,000, expect 180, 10 minutes after departure with you. Squawk 5560, King Air 816.
King Air 816, read back is correct. Push your discretion. Expect runway 27 for departure.
27 for departure. We'll give you a call, 816. No, downwind I have not. Hey, Kenny Monster. I don't. Well, I may. Right now, I've got the same thing basically that I had last night, downwind sim, with our little test flight. So I'm hoping somebody will hop on here that knows maybe what I have done incorrectly, because I'm sure it's something that's, you know, nothing mega, but press that button. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping that once we get going, it'll come into play. If not, I don't. I guess I could cheat and just click on before takeoff. Um, if I have to have it, otherwise we don't have a flight. So I'm gonna just see once I get VOR tuned in and all that good stuff. Once I get going, we'll see what it looks like. But we're a ways from there just yet. Okay. So altimeter. We did see on active sky 3007, so we'll put that in there. Whoops. And we were cleared 10,000 feet. Boy, 32,000. Holy cow, what in the world was going on? That's way up there. 10,000. I think I need to spin that out so I can get some hundreds. There we go. Cleared to 10,000 initially, then we can go up to 180. That's as high as we're going to go tonight.
Cheyenne approach, Cessna November 5310 Hotel VFR request.
All right, altitude, heading. There is no departure here, so I'm just going to set. I'm going to set our heading for runway heading,
Last color second.
which should be somewhere in that 270. I'm in a weird spot in this airport, by the way.
Cessna 5310 Hotel.
I have to taxi way the heck around and back taxi, and it's kind of weird. But hey, there's our FM C coming up here.
Roger, Cessna
I need to reset the pitch trim here.
Straight VFR.
There we go.
Yeah, I would
And
like
rudder boost, I'll reset that as well.
5310 Hotel.
Okay.
Alright, Cessna 10 Hotel.
Flight plan. Clearance is obtained.
what
Altimeter
ramp you
set.
got right
Altitude set. Heading set. Exterior lights as required. We're just about ready to get this party started. Yeah. Tag along, downwind. It should be fun. About an hour long flight is all. So, and into Eagle County, which ought to be just incredibly beautiful. I do have the ortho. I checked that earlier, and so that'll be really cool to have. All right, there's exterior lights. I am going to need the interior lights here in just a bit. I really like the lighting in this. I turn everything on, and then kind of as I get going, I turn stuff off.
I'm not sure what it's called. I'm by the approach end of runway 9er.
I don't need an overhead head flush.
Alpha 3, Bravo 1,
I don't know that I need any of those
thank you, that works.
floods.
Roger, runway 27, taxi via
We'll
Bravo,
just keep that where
cross
it's at.
runway 31.
Master's on, panel lights. Yeah, I think that looks good.
Okay, taxi.
All right,
runway 27
all
via
right.
Bravo, cross runway 31, 15310 Hotel.
So we've got flaps. I need to set flaps. We're going to go one notch of flaps. Listen to that sound. That's awesome. That is awesome. 290 at 18 gust 29er. Yep, it's a windy one here. It's spring in Wyoming, and especially in Cheyenne, Wyoming, the high desert. It's a windy part of the world. Cabin lights as needed. Flight controls, we've already tested those. We'll just show you in action kind of what they're looking like here. Those look good. And sniffle. Still not 100% healthy, but getting there. All right. I think that's about it. We'll let's test the brakes out here. I'll pull the prop lever full forward. Brakes are off. There we go. That brake is working good. Okay, so now, like I said, we're in a weird, like a really weird spot. So I think where we are is like over here at the NG facilities. So there's no longer a taxiway here. I think we have to actually go over to like Echo and down. It was just a strange place to spawn. I should have spawned here at the new hangars, but anyway, so be it. Cheyenne approach, King Air 11816 over at the NG, ready for taxi. Air National Guard.
King Air 816, sorry, somebody contact you a second.
Yes, sir. Over at the NG facilities, ready for taxi.
Roger, King Air 816, runway 27, taxi. Let's see, I think it's Bravo 2, and then hold short of runway 27.
All right. Actually, I don't have that old taxiway in my scenery. I may have to go Charlie or Echo.
Gotcha, right, King Air 816, taxi via Foxtrot Charlie and hold short of runway 31.
Foxtrot Charlie, hold short 31. King Air 816. I do have some good stories about this airport, by the way, so stay tuned for that. Hey, Titanium Druid, how are you, man? Good to see you. You know anything about the King Air 350? Because I having some issues with the DME. It's not working well. It's probably working as intended, but I can't seem to get it to display the distance here, and it's a little bit confuzzling. So I have to go around this building, and again, this is all default. But there's no taxiway. I looked before I started the stream. The only taxiway is around this way, clear around the back of these hangars, which are not. This is like where the old terminal is, I believe. This building is not there, I don't believe. Well, at least it's not used as the terminal anymore. And then here is, I think this is Foxtrot, which will lead us to, or no, maybe we're on Foxtrot. This should be, you know, unfortunately, I don't see any.
Cessna 1, Sierra Hotel, I should have checked the London intersection.
Can I don't think I can go there. I'm going to just keep going here.
I'm already almost there, huh? I'll take the intersection here, Bravo 4.
This is 3-1, so I'm going to hold short
okay,
here.
Cessna 1 Sierra Hotel, hold
Across
short of runway
this.
27 at Bravo 4 and let me know when you're ready. Squawk is 5532.
Okay, hold short of
It may be on
27,
Echo right now, but the sentiment is the same. This is runway 31. I believe, yep, I think that's what that says. Oh, that's a, sorry, that's a no longer in use taxiway. All right. Gonna have to hop out and cheat a little bit here, I can tell. Unfortunately, no DME, slant uniform. All day, every day, TD says. Well, I can't, man. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, and plus I just really, that's a little quirky thing that'll drive me nuts. Okay, so, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. My scenery does not match the chart. We're going to go this way on this unnamed taxiway and just hope that we don't get yelled at. We should be hitting kind of the intersection of runway 27 and runway
Okay, Cheyenne approach.
31.
10 Hotel, ready for departure, runway 27.
I'm hoping.
Bravo 4.
Jeez Louise, where are we?
Okay, Cessna 10 Hotel,
Lost.
runway 27 at Bravo 4, cleared for takeoff. Left turn, your discretion. South departure is approved, and the winds are 290 at 18, gusting 29.
Okay, clear for takeoff, runway 27,
All right.
intersection Bravo
This is
4,
my best
10
guess at being on Charlie. Oh, here's a good. We actually have a runway sign. And where are we? We are on Charlie. All right, cool. Actually, and this is Echo, which is all right. This is kind of where I think where we're supposed to be. I think that's runway 31. Okay. Yeah. That approach King Air 816 on Charlie short of 31.
Roger, King Air 816, continue holding short. Traffic is 1 departure off 27.
Continue holding short. King Air 816. Yeah, so anyway, guys and gals, this is what I'm worried about. I have power and I'm able to change the channel, but oh hey baby, looky there. Woohoo! Alright. So we are working. That means it's tuning into something over here on nav 2 on the okay, that's a good thing.
November 8134 Quebec.
That's a good thing. Let me tune in now. Alright, thank you, Lord. That's like a little small blessing that means a lot. So the Cheyenne VOR is 18.7. I don't know what's different today down when I thought I followed the checklist to the letter yesterday, but
816 left turn runway 9er, then right on Bravo 2 and taxi Bravo to runway 27.
left on 9er, left on Bravo, and all the way down to 27, King Air 816. That was not what he told
King
me.
Air 816, just verify right turn on Bravo 2 before Bravo.
Right turn, Bravo 2. Sorry about that. Before Bravo, King Air 816. Yeah, I'm obviously not seeing. I am not seeing. Oh boy.
Through 7,009.
All right, let's get our bearings here. So we got to go left.
I'm sorry, 7,000 for 10 Hotel.
Just verify. Show you passing 7,000 right now. Altimeter is 3009. Or verify.
Gosh darn.
7,050 now.
All right, safe taxi.
Okay, Roger. Resume on navigation.
Take me away.
Resume on nav, 10 Hotel.
I'm so excited about my DME working now. I'm all Twitter pated here. Let's go safe taxi. So I need to go down and around. Why is he telling me to take a right on Bravo 2? I actually am kind of where I thought I was, but I have no idea why he wants me to.
November 34 Quebec, I have your clearance. If you're ready.
If I take a right on.
November 34 Quebec, you're cleared to the Eagle County Airport via radar vector.
Okay.
Friendly, direct. Maintain 10,000, expect 14,000, 10 minutes after. Departure with me, squawk 5551.
Oh, maybe he's going to have me go across here.
Via radar vectors, Kremlin, then direct. Climb maintain 10,000.
That's what it is.
For 14,000 in 10 minutes. Departure with you, squawk 555134 Quebec.
No, I'm on a runway. This is not good. This is not good.
Okay, we'll expect 27 to call for taxi 34 Quebec.
All right, I'm almost on Bravo, guys. Ooh, squealing it. All right. Yeah, I think what he wanted me to do was get on runway 9 and then turn right there. But
King Air 816, do you want an intersection departure or you want full length?
We'll go full length, King Air 816. Yeah, I need a minute.
Alright, Roger, just advise me when you're ready, and altimeter is 3009er.
09er King Air 816. Yeah, I need time to make sure everything is copacetic here. Gotta take a little deep breath. Alright. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what I did differently downwind sim. It just is it's picking up a maybe it had something to do with that. Hell no, it was
Cessna
every
10
single
Hotel, keep your
VOR last
information.
night, so it
You
definitely
are
was.
below the MPA
It
currently.
was not
As long
an
as you can
issue with the
verify,
VORs.
you can
All right,
maintain visual traverse
18.7
with
is
terrain.
what I need to tune in.
You
That
don't have
is
to climb, but if
Cheyenne.
I
We're
have
going to
to
be
turn
going
you, then
away
you'll have
from
to climb.
Cheyenne. So that
Okay, 10.
won't
Yes,
have
I have
anything
I
just
have visual on
yet.
the terrain and copy that. 10 Hotel.
Hey, Roger, thanks.
Boy, I am really moving here. That wind is pushing me. And I guess the way you slow down in this plane is you go beta. And that's how you slow this bad boy down. So that's a little different. Kind of cool though. Okay, we're just about down there. We're going to stop. We're going to just make sure everything is ready to go. No sense being in a hurry here. This is going to be a short flight. We don't want to rush it. We want to make sure we have everything the way it ought to be. So we're down. I think this is where we want to turn. See if we don't really need a run-up area, but where we just need to stop and just make sure everything is ready. Maybe I could have went down one more. Oh well. Maybe not. Maybe that's just threshold. All right. Couple things. Let's get the boy. What would our next VOR is actually Kremling 13.8. We'll have that ready to go, and I guess we could, just out of curiosity, now we'll leave this on here and make sure that we are doing what we need to do. Now the outbound, by the way, so we're going to be picking up. We're here at Cheyenne. We're going to be using the Cheyenne 203 outbound as our initial course. So I want to set that in there. And all right, course knob 201. As usual, it's all the way around the other side, but that's all right. 201. There we go. Heading knob is set for runway 27. Okay, altimeter set, initial altitude is set, VOR heading is set. Let's get down here. Let's get the rest of our lights turned on. We'll go landing lights on. Taxi can come off. Strobe can come on now. Pitos will come on. Heat. I am going to put the fuel vent. And I also am going to do an auto ice prop. And I'm going to do a, let's see, stall warning. There is icing conditions here, so...
Cessna 52.
Hey, virtual GA, yep. The infamous King Air.
Cessna 10
That
Hotel, go ahead.
is the truth. I'm learning and loving, though.
I am going to climb to 9,500
Good to see you,
for
sir.
my eastbound portion of this flight. I'm going to start right below the class Bravo there on the outer shelf.
Cessna 10 Hotel, that's fine.
All
You're
right.
on your own navigation. You will be contacting Denver approach here in just a minute. So.
Sorry for the limbo there. I've got like this
Okay, copy
little
that, 10 Hotel.
setup to keep my chair from sliding. And approach King Air 816, short of 27, ready for departure.
Air 816, Roger, Squawk Mode Charlie.
Squawk and Charlie. Oh man, I forgot to put, I think I forgot to put the 5506. I forgot to put that in. 55, yeesh. Well, you get so caught up with certain things you forget like what you need to be doing. Alright, we're squawking Charlie now, I believe. Yes, indeed. 5506, 5506. Oh, 5560.
Thank you. The wind 290 at 18, gusting 29er. Fly heading 03, correction. Heading is 210, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Fly heading 210, runway 27, clear for takeoff, King Air 816. 5560. I had the wrong one in there. 210. Spin that down here.
Cheyenne approach, November 8134 Quebec, ready for taxi.
There we go.
November 34 Quebec, runway 27, taxi via Bravo, cross runway 31.
Okay, 27 via Bravo, cross runway 31, 34 Quebec.
All right. Check my performance numbers again. Looks like I need a rotation of... Should have had that in already. Bad job. V1's 94. Rotation is 102. Whoa. Ah, mistimed that. Bad. It's a touchy bird to taxi. 102. And then V2 is 107. Okay, we're looking for 1600 for 1700 for initial torque, max power. All right, let's do it.
Cessna 10 Hotel, contact approach on...
Boy, this is going to be
120.35.
interesting with all of the wind here.
Thank you.
All right, I'm at max prop. $1,700 basically. This is all I'm getting right now. There we go. That's a little bit better. There's V1, there's rotation. There's wind. Positive rate gear coming up. Zero flap speed is 200, so we've got a ways yet. Okay, and as soon as we get after takeoff, we reduce the prop RPMs to 1500. You need to turn and go 210 while I'm doing that. Ooh boy.
King Air 816, radar contact, altitude.
King Air 816 climbing 6,700.
King Air 816, thank you. Climb maintain 2000, and you can expect 180 once you get to center.
Climb maintain 2000, King Air 816. Alright, let's get around to 210. I'm slowly bringing the prop RPMs back. 1500. Alright. Wait, what in the world is going on? 210, am I there? Yes, I'm there. Okay.
Cheyenne approach, November 21 Delta Alpha.
I'm going to go ahead and get on the autopilot here, quick like.
21 Delta Alpha, Cheyenne approach, go ahead.
Autopilot.
21 Delta Alpha
Heading
on the ground, Cheyenne, like to pick up a ride for
out.
an Eagle.
Select is engaged.
Number
All right.
Delta Alpha, clearance and request, standby, number 2.
12,000. Let's get that put in there. And again, heading select. We are armed. All right, that's good. We need to be climbing out at about 140. So we're a little bit low. Again, we'll bring that propeller RPM back to 1500, and our we can keep everything else up near maximum. Actually, I should have, yeah, torque needs to be about 90%. I don't want to over torque that. So, well, actually, we're on VX right now. 125 is VX, so I can live with that. Okay, why am I not picking up my VOR right here? That's not a good thing. Maybe it has something to do with my nav not being tuned correctly. Let's check. Cheyenne, it is. Can I confirm? Cheyenne is 1310. It's not 1870. 1310. 113. I'll leave the other one in there because that's where we're heading. 1310. Ah, there we go. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we're just about on it. Oh, come on, man. Let us pick it up. Hey, got some other guys. Goofball Geek checking in. Hello, sir. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Yep, Jet Pilot Cinnamon is, they've got a virtual USA group that's coming the opposite direction, so that's pretty cool. Farewell, Cheyenne. Got a few stories about you.
King Air 816, you can contact Denver Center 135.6 and just let them know you're on a heading.
Over to Denver Center, and we'll let them know we're on the heading, King Air 816. 3560. Denver Center, good evening, King Air, November 11816, climbing 11,000, heading 210.
November 11816, Denver Center, climb maintain flight level 180, proceed direct Allen.
Climb maintain 180 and direct Allen, November 11816.
Denver Center, good evening.
Allen.
Attack jet 101 with you approximately 1
Alright,
north of
that's
the,
what we're tracking. Okay, very cool. So I can engage nav. We're really on it right now, which is cool. A little correction there, but alright, so we headed out. Again, we departed 27 and then turned to 210, and that basically put us right on this outbound. And now we are cleared direct Allen, and at Allen we will make the turn and head toward Kremling. Here is a little bit of the weather that I'm talking about. There's some moderate icing, there's some moderate turbulence. You can see the winds are hitting us hard from the left-hand side there, from the west, so plenty of stuff to navigate and negotiate tonight, to be sure. But more about that later. Back to finish my point, Goofball Geek was mentioning that the boys at the Virtual USA Flying Club are actually heading our way, and they decided to depart Eagle and head from Eagle County to Cheyenne Regional, and so we should see them as we progress. All right, I don't want to get any lower. I'm about 130. That's pretty good for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and engage the IS mode right now. I don't want to go any lower than that. I'll let the autopilot adjust my climb. You know, I'm not going too high today. 18,000 is all. But uh-oh, 4-day for me. Is the stream choppy tonight, or is it me? I don't know. On my end, it looks like it's been okay. I don't see any messages about loss of frames on my end, which I know sometimes happens. So maybe it's something that'll clear up on your end there. By the way, welcome. 4-day for me. Good to have you. Oh boy, look at us crabbing into that wind. Oh my goodness. That's a nice sunset though. Wow. Come on, guys.
Denver Center, Bonanza 07 Delta, is off the ground at Wheatland, climbing
All right.
through
Ooh, Wheatland.
5,300 for 1.
Yeah, so all kinds of love for Wyoming. So let me tell you some Cheyenne, Wyoming stories. I lived there for a couple years. I actually got my teaching and coaching career started there.
Say again for 07 Delta, please.
November 07 Delta Iden.
I'll take a sip of tea because I'm going to have to. It's going to take a minute, but if you Google Earth Cheyenne, Wyoming, and you look at the view of Cheyenne Regional Airport, you're going to find off of the end of runway 9. You're going to find, I'm sorry, off the end of runway 31. You're going to find an interesting landmark, and it's a unique part of the history of my coaching career. So, you know, I don't know if you want to do that or not, but I'll give you a minute. I'll give you you know, just a chance to look that up, and I will also pull it up here so that you can see what I'm talking about. But look at the satellite imagery. Don't look at anything else, because if you don't see the satellite imagery, you won't see what I'm talking about. But But yeah, off the end of runway 31, you're going to notice something. It's kind of hard to see, but it relates to coaching, and I want to see. It's just a little trivia question, and I want to see if anybody can recognize. And if you've watched the stream before, you've heard me tell the story before, so you have a little bit of an advantage. And whoever gets the answer right, I will bump Downwind Sim off of the landing rate champion pedestal, and I will put you on that for the remainder of the flight, just for getting that trivia question correct. So take a look at the overhead, the satellite view, and tell me in the chat what you think, how it relates to my early coaching career, and then I'll tell you the story here after we get down the road just a little bit.
November 2007 Delta radar.
By the way, we're through 10,000. I can go ahead and I can turn off the landing lights. We are getting to 18,000, so I'm going to go ahead and bust this guy back to 2992. Well, you don't have to do Google Earth, I guess, Kenny. Just get the satellite view of the Cheyenne Regional Airport, Kilo Charlie Yankee Sierra. Look off the end of runway 31 and tell me what you see that is related to my early coaching career.
Number 2007 Delta, proceed direct Cheyenne.
All right, we're at 18.
Direct Cheyenne, Bonanza 07
Sorry,
Delta.
18,000 feet. That's our filed altitude. And now we can back off and set cruise power. This will be where Virtual GA can probably help me, because I think he has some.
Denver Center, November 8134, Quebec, 9,300.
Good guess, TD.
12,000.
No, didn't have anything to do with the Wyoming State Board of Nursing. You can continue to guess. There are no limits on the guesses. I will tell you here though in the next few minutes. So okay, at cruise, I need 55%. 55% torque, 1600 RPM. So I'm going to bring the prop up to 1600.
Denver Center, digit 705. Denver
And my torque, as you can see, is a bit high, so I'm going to pull back on the turbine. And I want 55% and 1600. Let's see, that should get me about a 200 knot cruise, depending on what the wind does to us. Off the end of runway 31, Goofball Geek. And it's a little bit difficult to see now because over time, like all great artifacts, it's kind of went into a little bit of disrepair. All right, we're 29 miles out from Cheyenne. I'm going to. How long is this leg here, boys and girls? What did we say? I don't know. What did we say?
ExecJet 705, expect the LDA.
It's hard to see on the sectional because of all the weather.
Looks like the LDA.
Oh, what? How far are you? Oh, I'm on the wrong chart. No, I'm on World VFR. So this is a 108 nautical mile leg. All right, so when we get to 50, that's halfway, and that's when all the guesses will end. Oh, look at that cloud formation over there. That's pretty cool. That's way cool.
November 8134, Quebec, affirm procedure on Kremlin.
Don't tell me the Dairy Queen. You know, they actually have good ice cream in Cheyenne, Wyoming. They used to have a place called Dairyland, and it was one of those that was open from Memorial Day to Labor Day in the summertime. I may have that backwards. On Nation Way. Oh, I am. I think JPC just called me. Where do you find the air? So just literally type in KCYS map, and then just go to the map function in Google and pull it up. Here's what you're looking at. I'll give you this hint. Here's what you're looking at. There's runway 31. Here's the regional airport. I spawned, by the way, just in case you wondered, like over here somewhere. No, where did I spawn? I had to go clear down to 27. So anyway, oh yeah, I spawned like over here, and there's nothing even there anymore.
Canada 1039, radar contact.
Anyway, so there's 3-1. So just off in this neighborhood right here, you have to. That's the hint, and you have approximately 14 miles. It has nothing to do with the state nursing home or the Dairy Queen. It doesn't have anything to do with the liquor and lounge club. All right. I have told this story, like I say before, and it's definitely a unique one. Hey, Dakota Pilot. How are you, my friend? We're doing a little trivia. 12 miles, 12 DME. So, Dakota Pilot, are you familiar at all with Aeroplane Heaven? It's a P3D add-on developer.
November 2020 descend and maintain 1313,000.
They keep stringing me along, and I'm a little upset with them. They promised last summer, no later than June. They put it out on their official press release, no later than the end of June, that they were going to release a brand spanking new DC-3, and the pictures are to die for. Phenomenal. I mean, they were kind of doing to DC-3 lovers what Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 is doing to Flight Sim lovers. I mean, they're releasing the best of the best. And anyway, well, here it is, March of the following year, and it's still not out. Well, they every so often they come in and they're like, oh, we're so close, we're super close, we're super close. Well, and then they release something today again. I don't know if it's just a teaser, a little keep you interested deal, but they released a POH that they're going to use with the aircraft. So I have publicly went and said that I'm done buying add-ons for P3D. This would be the only one that I would consider breaking that rule for. The YDOT Aeronautics division, nope, that doesn't have anything to do with my coaching career. That doesn't have anything. Yeah, they won't. They won't. And that's okay, goofball. I don't know anybody there. That they wouldn't know me from anybody. But yeah, coaching, Kenny. So think coaching. I mean, I wouldn't, if they reached out to me, goofball, and said, hey, here you go, I mean, I would take it. I would definitely mess around with it. But the only thing that concerns me a little bit is that it looks fantastic and all that, you know, it looks like they've spared no detail, but they don't mention anywhere, you know, what the flight dynamics are going to be like, or what the depth of systems that they're going to be, you know, modeling. And so I don't know if they okay, so Dakota maybe, yeah.
November 2020, sir, left heading 360.
Yeah, I have the Manfred John already. Yep. And yeah, the co-pilot and flight attendant. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get a sexual harassment lawsuit whenever I have Ernie turned on. He's totally inappropriate. But hey, Rob Valkyrie, how are you? Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about, Dakota, is just, so that's why I'm not in a hurry, if it does come out, I'm going to wait and see kind of what it flies like, because I do think the Manfred John flies really, really well. Uh-oh, downwind forgot about. Yeah, dang it. Mention my name, dude. Mention my name. All right, so any last guesses? You got a mile and a half. How does the area just off of the end of runway 31 in this little neighborhood right here that I'm kind of centered up, what does it have to do with my early coaching career? If you get it right, even if you guess the right sport at this point, I will bump Downwind Sim from his stranglehold. It's been like a 3-week stranglehold as landing rate champ. So, yeah, and I like the AeroWorks. I do. I was gonna actually fly it tonight, but I decided to give the old King Air a shot. Football. Okay, Rob Valkyrie. Football is correct. I'm gonna say no, not. It had nothing to do with state champs. It was all about elementary football. So I'm gonna zoom in on a spot. Like I said, it's a little hard to make out because it's fallen in disrepair. But if you zoom in this area here, you're gonna see the outline of a football field. All right. Now it's obviously this is a maintenance shed now, and they've just kind of made it into like just an area for the cemetery. But here is I coached and taught at a small private school in Cheyenne called St. Mary's Elementary School. Well, St. Mary's Elementary Middle School, and they had a flag football team at the time, 4th and 5th grade, and this is actually where we practiced, in the middle of the Mount Olivet Cemetery. So we would go. It used to be located. Oh boy, I think it's a parking garage now. Yeah, I think it's right. It used to be located kind of right in this area. I think it's all parking now. But we would bus the kids. Couple 4 or 5 blocks here, take a right on Pershing, and we would zip in here to the Olivet Cemetery all the way to the back, and we'd have this place to ourselves. So that was a very unique place to practice. And so keeping the attention span of 4th and 5th grade kids, 10, 11-year-olds is hard enough. But this airfield in Cheyenne is actually the air wing of the Wyoming Air National Guard, and so it was not uncommon for them to have C-130s and just all kinds of military planes practicing, coming in for landings, taking off. So it was, there were 2 or 3 times each practice where I finally just gave up and said, yeah, whenever a plane comes in, you can stop, you can you can watch, and I won't stop you. So anyway, that's just kind of my unique story about my coaching start. I did end up coaching varsity football, but that was my most unique experience. There you go, Rob.
November 2020.
Rob Valkyrie, you for the remainder of this flight at least are the landing rate champ. Sorry about that. Downwind Sim. Ooh, boy. I don't know what the weather's doing, but it's not pretty. So yeah, I don't know how many other people actually had football practice in a cemetery and at the end of a active runway. I don't even know now if you could get back there. It's, right, it would have been a great place to plane spot. Well, it was a great place to plane spot. We just were trying to have football practice. But, yeah. Yep, how I got into coaching. Yeah, I'm never playing 20 questions with you, Kenny. I said, I didn't promise it was an interesting story. It was just a unique story. But, all right, our green lighting is starting to take effect here. That's cool. 54 on the torque, 1600 on the prop, about 93 on the turbines. We're making not much. Holy cow, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on is I was flying with flaps 1 this whole time. Okay, not good. Not good. I better check the I better check the after takeoff checklist before I screw anything else up here. Oh boy. Now that should help our speed quite a bit. Boy, oh boy.
Denver Center, United
I love
5432,
new
flight level
aircraft though.
200.
They're so much fun to get to know.
United 5432, Denver Center. Expect the LDA.
All right, gear is
runway
up.
25
That's a good thing.
currently.
Flaps now are up.
I looks like the LDA for 25, United 5432.
Here comes our speed. I may end up now bumping the. Yeah, I can give it a little bit more power because now the flaps aren't causing the torque issue. Wow. Downwind's just gonna watch. Hey, I was only going like 140, so you could easily catch me. But yeah, if not, I understand. Sorry, they're not. Are they that busy? What do we got here? Let's take a look. 7 departures, 6 arrivals. No. 15 minutes on the ramp. Yeah, that's not good.
All 69, request direct to Pueblo VOR to rejoin.
All right, well, sorry about that, man.
Cheyenne. All 69,
Now he's really
Pueblo.
he's gonna really give me a hard time. So what do I have? A D228 that's overtaking me here a little bit.
All 69 requests.
12 arrivals into Eagle.
All 69, climb
We are going to be doing an LDA, I think. That's all we have. Yeah, LDA runway 25 into LDA 25 into Eagle. Haven't flown an LDA for a little while, so this will be good. So we'll hit Kremling. We'll come on in here on a 184 and tune it in. Localizers 109.75, approach course of 250. It works very similarly to just your standard ILS approach. Inoperative table does not apply at night. Increase your LDA glide slope visibility to 5 statute miles. So yeah, 8330 is our minimums here. The airport's up here at 6,500, so we have to kind of be thinking about that. Looks like we have elevation or terrain to take into account here at 11,500. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, virtual GA, you broke out a new bird here, if I'm not mistaken. You a new, was it a new Pilatus, a new PC-12? Is that what you got? Yeah. All right. Are there any good, cool archaeological sites near there? Yes, there are a ton of cool archaeology sites. Maybe not right by Cheyenne, but in the area. Tons of dinosaur finds and lots of like Native American petroglyphs and things like that. Wyoming is full of stuff like that. It's a mining state, so there's been a lot of digging and there's been a lot of things found. If you go just a little bit to the east, also into a town just across the border in South Dakota named Hot Springs, there's also a really neat dinosaur dig site. So yeah, worth it if you come up that way ever. And there's some cool things. Cheyenne, of course, known for Cheyenne Frontier Days, which is a big rodeo event that happens every summer. Yeah, some good stuff. Let me know if you're in the area. I'll point you in the right direction. Let's see what else is going on here. Yep. Do I have? What map was that? That was just Rob. That was just Google Earth. I just was looking at the. I was just looking at the airport to help out with the trivia question.
Okay, cross Kremling at 14,000, cleared for the LDA 25 approach at 34.
So downwind sim apparently is in timeout, which is good. It's past due. Really, truly, it's past due for you to be in timeout, young man. You've been getting away with a lot of stuff for a lot of days.
ExecJet 482
So, oh, that's right. Yeah, virtual GA was trying the STMA version of the PC12. Yep, virtual GA makes that Pilatus sing. I'm telling you, I've watched him a few times. It's good stuff. Good stuff. 4-day for me is talking about yeah, the PC12 and or the TBM 900. That's what he's looking at.
November 816, descend and maintain 14,000, cross Kremling at or above 14,000, cleared LDA, runway 25 approach.
Descend 14,000, we'll cross Kremling at or maintain 14,000, cleared LDA, runway 25 approach, King Air 816. The TBM 900 is definitely on my short list, without a doubt. It looks like a fantastic aircraft. All right, let's pull the power back a little bit here. We'll go vertical speed mode. We'll give the down button about 10 pushes, and we'll see if we can get ourselves kind of heading down here. Now I need to pay attention. I'm at 82, and it was 108 miles. That was what our DME was. Then I need to switch over. Show you what I'm talking about here. So 108 to Kremling. When I get to Kremling, I need to be turning and heading into this 045 outbound into Kremling. So I'll probably switch my heading first, and then I'll flip the VOR over, grab Kremling, and start heading into it. So yeah, grab it for me. Get all the bugs worked out. Get me a good checklist, and then I'll be ready for a tutorial.
Executive 482, roger, let me know when you're back.
You know what I did not do is I did not push prop sync. The other thing I didn't do is arm the auto feather. Too late now. That should have been armed on takeoff and then taken off at cruise. The other thing I'm not clear on, if anybody in the chat knows this, is in the 200 you used to arm the auto ignition on takeoff, and I don't see that anywhere in any of these 350 checklists. So for now, I honestly don't know where that fits into the equation here. Okay, we have our anti-icing systems on. Yep, auto feather is off. I'm going to leave it off. We are descending through 16,300. Do we have, yep, altitude arm is selected. We're almost to 90. And then we still have 49 miles once we make our turn here to get down to 14,000. And then we have been cleared for the approach. So that means that we can look at altitudes here and start stepping it down. So the LDA approach looks like this. We'll cross Kremling at 14,000. Then we start, you know, we need to get down to 12.9 at Aquila, which is right here. That's kind of this intersection where we turn inbound. And then we have to really, we have to be on our game and make sure we're hitting all these marks. We haul 12.2.
King Air 816, number center.
I go ahead for King Air 816.
King Air 816, proceed direct Kremling, cross Kremling at 14,000, cleared LDA, runway 25 approach.
All right, cleared direct Kremling. We'll cross Kremling at 14,000, cleared for the LDA, runway 25 approach, King Air 816. All right, that helps. That even makes it a little bit easier. So let's flip this over, and we are going to adjust our course so that we are heading direct Kremling. Direct Kremling, direct Kremling. There it is. Wow, that's a little ways over there. Okay, about right there. Should be good. 14,000. You heard the 1,000 to go. Tune in. One more click. And 24. So we cut the corner a little bit, which is nice. So 24 to go. So then the next The next VOR we need here then is actually snow 1092, and that's going to be what we use
King Air
to.
816, say indicated.
We're doing 200, King Air 816.
King Air 816, reduce speed 180 knots.
Slowing to 180, King Air 816. Alright. That we can do. Okay, 1092. No, 10975. Sorry, that's our localizer. 10975. That's our next. Well, actually, yeah, that should be what we have. And so we're waiting for that from Kremling. Again, we're outbound on a 184.
Center Pilatus 5 Papa Charlie. Can we step away for like a minute?
So I'm going to just tune that in on my heading.
We'll call back 5 Papa Charlie.
And then we have to start stepping it down.
Center November 21 Delta Alpha 12,210 heading.
Okay.
21 Delta Alpha.
Right, Rob? There's always little things about new aircraft that grab you, and that's the one that has really caught my eye. Let me turn down some of the others here. Turn that off and just have the panel lighting on. It's pretty dang nice. I love it. That is definitely old school lighting there. Okay. Heading into the clouds, and again, I'm going to have to focus here a little bit, so forgive me if I'm not totally staying caught up on the chat. Appreciate you guys stopping by, though. Hopefully I'll give you something worth watching on the approach.
Water 525 Papa Charlie, back with you.
Ooh, my speed has dropped. I think you said maintain 180. I don't need to get quite so slow just yet. I'll definitely be pulling back on the power though once I get in the final descent here. What did I say? 12.9 is the next altitude step. And let's get. Do I have an ATIS at Eagle? No, I do not. Featured airport, but no ATIS. I'm seeing 3025. So I need to descend a little bit here, boys and girls. Vertical speed mode. Okay. I don't want to go past 14,000. Why are you climbing? Come on, descend, baby. Descend. Down, down, down. Nose down. Nose down. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Boy, I was climbing for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, nose down.
Air Canada 1039, descend via the anchor.
There we go. Holy cow. Something happened in the background there. I appreciate whoever's making noise. Ah, Pilot Heyman, man. Thanks for the follow. And JPC, thanks for the raid. I assume that must mean that you have made it to Cheyenne. All right. Yeah, we didn't crash into each other. That is good. That's never a given with me. And, hey, thanks for 2 months, JPC. Appreciate that. Good deal. I look forward. I'm hoping you streamed it. I look forward to watching that. And you guys, if you don't know Jet Pilot Cinnamon, you need to get to know him. He's over there at the virtual... go ahead, King Air 816.
King Air 816, say indicated.
Yes, 180.
King Air 16, Roger. 432, contact tower.
Anyway, he's the guy running the one of the strongest virtual groups on the Discord right now, Virtual USA Flying Club, and yeah, all around good guy, real world pilot, and except for the fact that he occasionally yells at me, it's all good. Okay, I need to level out here. I'm cleared to cross Kremling at 14,000. I've drifted below here, and I actually lied to him. I thought I was 180. I was at 200. Yeah, I gotta slow down, baby. Sorry, center. I misread my speed. And I'm drifting below 14. Come on. Come on, girl. Yeah, still have some kinks to work out in this plane. There is no question about it. It's a complicated plane, but that's what makes it fun. And I know right now what I should have done instead of fiddling with the vertical speed is I should have just put this back at 14,000. That would have armed the altitude and it would have stopped. Now I have 500 feet below. I only have 5 miles to go, so I'm not going to worry about trying to climb back up and recapture that. But anyway, so yeah, I do deserve it when he does. So like right there, I'm surprised he's not all over me for not doing good. But that's cool. I like that. I like when the real pilots come in and give me good, honest feedback, and that does help. Ooh, that'd be great if those clouds dissipated and stayed away. I'd love that. I'd love that. Okay, 3 miles. We have quite a turn to make, so I may initiate this turn here with about 3 to go. Oh, lucky for me, a driver is ready.
12035, all 69.
Okay, heading mode engaged here. We're gonna make that turn, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna worry about getting crazy with my vertical speed. I'm gonna get turned around first. Oh boy, cloud layer. Holy cow! I think we'll be okay though. I think Eagle County is off on this side a little bit, but man, you never know. All right, we'll get on our course here. Now let's. We need to start down. So vertical speed again. We'll give this a couple of clicks. Watching our BSI here. You know, somewhere around between 500 and 1,000 would get the job done. Now our speed's way down here to like 140, so we kind of made up for the fact that we oversped there for a minute. And okay, I do also need to bring my course around to 184 so we can track that outbound. There's our buddy Robbie Sawari. Don't usually see him in a GA event. 184. Alright, so we're a little off. I turned a little too fast, I guess. So let's make this about a 200 heading for now and see if we can get back on this outbound. Gotta kind of have to hit these headings and these altitudes. Can't mess around. 12.9 is what we're shooting for. We're pretty close to being there. Give it a couple more bumps down. We can do at least 500 here. Having a hard time getting my speed adjusted. I'm either too fast or way too slow. I am looking for, by the way, a ref speed of 116. So I'll keep that in mind here. What's it set at? Yeah, let's get that guy, get those two guys out of the way. 116. Right about there. That's our ref speed. We're in flaps range if we want it. 12.9. Do I have the altitude select? Yep, it's armed. Okay, now it's just a matter of I'm not on the VOR, which is bad. This leg is, oh, what is it? 614. Am I past it already? Nope. 7. Yep, 14 miles to Aquila, and then I should be able to tune in 109.75 and follow that in. Okay, I have that set. Follow that in on a 250. That has to be a 250. My track is actually over here a little bit. I'm way off, unfortunately. Ooh. Yeah, let's come over a little bit more. Like I said, you don't want to be off. I've got an 11,500 foot peak I got to negotiate here if I'm off, so that's not good. But for the life of me, I can't seem to get that guy to come back in. Ooh, you know what else I found the other day, though? I found the wind deal. Let me click that guy and see if I can get zoom out a little bit. I believe this. There you go. So the wind is kind of kicking my butt right now.
Down to 14,000, clear for the LDA.
Okay, my speed about 150. I'm just going to stay with it. I'll nudge it a little tiny bit here, but I don't need to get too fast, I don't think. Is that possibly the air? No, that's just road traffic.
King Air 816, maintain normal speed, contact Eagle Tower 119.8.
Okay, normal speed and over to Eagle Tower, King Air 816, see it. 1980. I'm not going to speed up that much more. At Eagle Tower, hello, King Air, November 11816, 12-9 on the LDA 25. We need to turn. 250. I have that set. Go 250. I've almost picked up the localizer. And just in time to turn, so at least I'm semi close here. All right, and we'll put this at 250, and I have tuned in the incorrect tower frequency. 19.8. Oh yeah, I'm 19.5. That's not good. 19.8.
16,000. Scouts 59, 37.
All right, he might want to talk to us, so let's get that figured out. And I'm also going to flip this over. Hey, there's our glide slope. There's our localizer, so we're a little bit to the left, so we turned too soon. Eagle Tower, good evening, King Air, November 11816 at 12,900 inbound LDA 25. We go 12-2.
King Air 11816, Eagle Tower, good evening, runway 25, cleared to land. Use caution, one aircraft in the pattern, and traffic on a 6-mile final is a Dornier jet.
Clear to land, runway 25, and we'll watch for traffic, King Air 11816. I think I see the traffic. Yeah. I actually see 2 aircraft here. Maybe another one on the ground. Okay, so this is maybe gonna be dumb, but I might just try to hand fly this.
Radio check, please.
I think I am, actually. Let's do this.
I'm trying to contact departure for clearance. Is he still online? 901 Romeo?
November 901 Romeo, what airport do you want on the ground?
Alright, we're going to go just hand fly this here, and we're going to...
trying to get clearance, information Charlie.
We need to be, as we're counting down here, 16.5. We got to hit our... marks here, so... At 9.5 miles, we need to be, that is Washi. We need to be down 9,800. I'm going to set this while I have a second. 14.6 is actually the go-around altitude. Gosh dang it, and I'm having a hard time controlling this thing, guys. Okay, 14.6, that's set in case we have to go around. I want to try to get over. I'm not on the localizer at all. Bring the power back, like I say, by basically 10 DME, I need to be down at 9,800, and I've got a ways to go, so I need to get myself down there. I do think that is traffic in the pattern, so it would be helpful to slow down. I'm going to put a notch of flaps in here. I'll probably get a gear horn warning.
King Air 816, start reducing to your final, please.
Okay, yeah, we're slowing down right now, King Air 816. Hey, welcome to Prop Culture, whoever that was. I'm sorry I'm not able to check in, or thanks for the host, as it's the same sound there, but I am looking at my chart here.
20 till 2 mile final.
74 Hotel, that would be great.
All right,
Caution when
prop
cleared once
lever
again, that traffic's
going
over the
full
numbers
forward,
now, runway 25,
and we are trying to slow ourselves down. So 116 is ref speed, so I think if we could get ourselves, you know, around that 130 mark, that's probably a pretty good approach speed. Go ahead and put flaps down at this point. Oh, that was my, sorry. Yeah, I got a flap down. I'll go ahead and put the gear down is what I meant to say. All right, so I've got a notch of flaps and gear coming down, and I do see traffic kind of on short final here.
Alpha 4, and we'll be exiting left to the ramp. Thanks, Dornier 34 Quebec.
And there's 10 miles. We're just about where we need to be, 9,800, so that's pretty good. I'll take that. And then from here, we just kind of maintain the same angle of approach. Wow, we're really steep, though. That's not correct. We don't need to be 2,500 foot per minute coming in here. Let's trim out. Okay, our altitude is good right here. If we could maintain just about 1,000 to 800, I think. 3.3, what is it? 3 degree approach, something like that. All right, speed's coming down nicely now. We can maybe even add a little bit of power back in. All right, good deal. Yep, make your predictions, by the way. We are in X-plane, so that landing rate function does work. So make that prediction now. See if you can bump off Rob, who bumped off downwind with his awesome trivia skills. And keep in mind, as you make your predictions, this is about my 4th landing in this plane, so you know it's going to be great. I'm just saying. Because that's all it takes, right, to master an aircraft is like 4 landings. Okay, I'm a wee bit high. Not too bad, though. The glide slope is really saying I'm in the neighborhood, so I'll take that. And 6 mile final. They'll be fully configured at about 4 would be good, I think, for us. Aircraft trims out really nicely. Very responsive for a little bit bigger airplane. That is what I like. The 200 Super I had was the same way. It just really trimmed nicely and was really it really responded well to just little slight subtle movements. Much like a smaller aircraft. Alright, I'm seeing poppy lights are saying I'm high, but my glide slope actually says I'm a little too low. Ooh, there's storm clouds popping in. Wow, I had kind of like the Moses part the Red Sea deal there. I had visual pretty much all the way down. That was awesome. I wonder if this default airport is not really lined up with where it's supposed to be. Sometimes that does happen. Okay, I'm starting to slow a little bit more. Don't need to quite be at ref just yet. There's 4 DME, final notch of flaps. Alright, oh gosh, you know what I forgot to do? Landing lights. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now my speed's getting a bit low. Alright, now, yeah, still showing a little high on the poppies. Let's get the speed right first, then we can trim it. It is gusty here.
Power Pilatus 525 Charlie on the LDA.
There we go. That looks better.
Pilatus 535 Papa Charlie, Eagle Tower, good evening, runway 25, clear to land, wind 240 at 6.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Clear land 25.
2.5 miles. That tells me that maybe the scenery is a little off. No way, that's 2 miles still. A little bit slow here, guys. This might be a clunky one. Kind of a flat approach too. Holy cow. It's a drifter. It's a floater. .182. I was a little bit of a, like one wheel down first, but that's all right.
Eagle Tower.
That's good for me. Which way do you exit on this, by the way?
74 Hotel.
I'm assuming a left hand.
Or within the next mile.
Left hand looks like the exit to be.
8-mile final runway.
All right,
25
is this
would be
it?
option.
Where is it? Right here. We'll take it. Yep, fun plane. No question about it. Really fun plane. It's going to take a while to get comfortable with everything. So here we are, clear on Alpha 5. All right, JPC, look at me going all the way past the hold short line. I have no idea where we even want to go. Alpha 5.
816, welcome to Eagle. Turn left Alpha, taxi to the ramp. Okay.
Left hand Alpha to the ramp, King Air 816. We will take it, though. All right, taxi. I'm going to turn the taxi light back on, baby. Let's get some extra. Look at the landing light off. Whew. All right, that was pretty fun. We'll pull the prop and, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Condition levers back. Squeal the tires a little bit. Yeah, there's some guys coming in on the pattern. That's a pretty cool sight, isn't it? Got the taxi lights and you got the traffic coming in and the mountains silhouetted there and the FBO. That's pretty awesome. I did look for some scenery and there was some freeware stuff that was out there that I didn't think looked all that great, so I just left it as the default. In P3D, Orbix has this scenery modeled. It's really nice, but I didn't see any payware really even for Eagle. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. The default stuff is still fun.
Final there, you are about 8 miles in trail of a TBM with 129.
Ooh, man. King Air, followed by a PC-12, followed by a TBM 900. That's a good lineup of planes. That's the kind of lineup you'd expect coming into Eagle, I think. Bunch of rich boys coming in their fancy turbo props. All right, let's clean up the flaps. Let's kind of take a look-see at what else we need to do. And we're probably going to need to go raid somebody after that. What do I have? Oh, I have 11 people here. Yeah, we definitely need to go. We need to go raid somebody, but let's get parked here first. Is this a place to park? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, this is like a right proper ramp here. This isn't an FBO, is it? Oh, man. All right. I don't care. We're taking it anyway. We're going to take it. We're going to catch up on some chat. We're going to talk about what's coming up. And then we'll go raid somebody, guys and gals. Okay, parking brake set. We will turn the taxi lights, nav light, turn all the lights off. We need to, we can go ahead and kill the engines. Let's turn the EFIS off, pitch, and that I should have left my. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to find it, am I? Wait, where's my emergency power light? Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Oh, is that it? Or did I just have a guy drive by me? Is that why I saw something for a minute? All right. Well, we'll polish off the rest here in a little bit. There's not much really to the shutdown here. I do need to close the battery and generators. I'll come back in there when I get some light. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what is going on here. Who won, by the way? That's the most important thing, right? Downwind Sim. Did you really win again?
Central Aircraft Eagle Tower will be right back.
It was like 187, wasn't it? Want to play a guessing game as to how I got Kenny and Kenny Muster? All right. Downwind Sim voted 180, 137, 100. A very kind, by the way, 137 and 100. I might add. Hey, Don Chap, checking in. How are you, my friend? You caught the tail end of this adventure here. JPC 134. Rob, a realistic 270. That's what I would have been guessing there. But yeah, so yeah, Goofball Geek, GVG really has a lot of faith in me, and I'll remember that. I will remember that, sir. When everybody else turned their back, you were there for me with your faith. So honestly, seriously, Downwind Sim is back in the saddle. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. I tell you what, what's the old adage? Never get into a land war in Asia, and don't mess with the Sicilian when death is on the line. And don't bet against Downwind Sim in a landing rate competition. He won scenery off of Slat Alpha, for Pete's sake. I keep forgetting about that. The guy knows his landing rates, so he'll be back on there. It looks like he was the guy. And yeah, the beta range does the sound pack in this Don is wonderful. It really, really is. Forced it down to help Downwind get back. I actually did. I'm that good, goofball. I held it off just so. And yeah, but thanks, Dakota Pilot. I'm glad you came by, and appreciate that. It was always good as always to talk to you. So yeah, let's raid. Who is flying? What do we have? We have Brad M is in a Ryanair. Jeff Favagano is in the A321. John Fly is in the 737. Chili Willies, I don't even know what he's in. Puck Vanek, he's doing Daytona stuff. Oh boy, yeah, we may be. Well, okay, I don't know. Geez, who has the least right now? Chili Willies. We're gonna do that, and so let me close things down. Actually, before I close things down, let me tell you what I do have coming up here in the near future. Let me get off of. Well, hold on. I should be off. I don't have any. All right. Here's what's coming up on my stream in the coming days here. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's some pretty cool events that I'm going to be able to be a part of, which is always what I like to do. But there will also be a few things coming up in the near future that I want to clue you into as well. So I'm a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday guy for those of you that are new, and I appreciate by the way all the new follows tonight, and great to have you aboard. Great to have you as a part of the Propeller Head, the hooligan crew, as we're kind of becoming known. Mostly a GA type of stream, but we'll shake it up every now and again. But Thursday it's GA, but we're going to be hopping in the Carenado Phenom 300 as part of the BVA regional circuit, and that is in conjunction with an event for the Virtual USA Flying Club as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun on Thursday. They're featuring Nantucket and Boston on those two airfields on that particular night. So I'll be back in the P3D world because I have both of those airfields and the Phenom in P3D, so that'll be fun. And then on the 14th this weekend, it's Memphis Madness, and this will be one of those guilty pleasure streams where I hop in the FlyJSim 727. I'm going to fly the freighter version,
Bravo
the
Charlie, vacation
727F,
25 Alpha 4.
and
Charlie,
fly
Lima
into or
Eagle,
out of. I'm
to the
not
red flag.
100% sure just yet where
Verify
we will
Alpha,
go,
Bravo
but
Charlie.
into or out of Memphis. And then the following Tuesday I'm off for work obligations, so no stream there. But the last one I want to kind of put on your radar right now is the following Thursday. So a week from this coming Thursday, I'll be hosting a virtual USA Flying Club event up in Denali National Park, and so it's going to be a ton of fun. Break out your float plane for that one, and we'll be messing around up there in Alaska. So that's what I've got coming up, and again, appreciate everybody who stopped by, who was a part of tonight's flight. Reflex, Reflex SZD. You are the last follower tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully we'll see you back here on Thursday for some more stuff. And I think that's gonna do it for me. Again, we'll hop over to Chili Willie's and raid him, but I will go ahead with the outro. And thanks again, everybody. Thanks ATC, by the way, for putting this event on. Now, a lot of fun I've done now. I think this is the third Train It Up Tuesday or something. So really great to have a midweek GA event. And so thanks, Denver area air traffic controllers, if you're watching. Much appreciated. You guys, as always, do a fantastic job. Everybody else, have an awesome rest of your night and your week. I'll be definitely looking for you on the TCAS. And until next time, take care. God bless.